On today's video, I'll be talking about tips on how you can learn German faster and start speaking fluently within the next 6 months. If only you can put in time and effort. If you can't put in time and effort, then this video is not meant for you. But if you can put in enough time and effort, then watch this video to the end. Now the question is, why exactly are you learning German? People learn languages for different reasons. You might be learning German just for fun, to add to the couple of languages you already know. Or if you've chosen Germany as a study destination to come do your master's or your bachelor's degree, that could be another reason. Or you've decided to come to Germany to work as an expat, that will also be another reason. Well, in my case, I started learning German because I chose Germany as a study destination to come do my master's degree. Now, according to the Common European Framework for Languages, there are categories of learning German. So that's the A1, that's the A2, the B1, the B2, and then C1 and C2. So A1 and A2 is the beginner's level where you know basic things in German, and then you move to B1 and B2, which is like the intermediate level. You begin to know grammar, and then you're able to hold conversations. And then C1 and C2 is the native language speaker. So you've been able to move from A1 and A2 to B1 and B2, and then finally to C1 and C2. So you're able to speak fluently and hold a proper conversation. Now, the strategies I'll be talking about on how you can learn German faster are proven and really effective, trust me. So you want to stick around to the end of this video to know these tips. It's really worth it. Now, one thing you should be aware is that there are two basic channels on how this works. So I would like to categorize them as the input and the output. So for the input, you have the reading, which is the lesson, you have the hearing, which is the hören, and for the output, you have the schreiben, which is writing, and you have the sprechen, which is speaking. Now you can learn A1 and A2 with various sources like YouTube. So for YouTube, there's a channel called Learn German. It's really educative and really made easy, like German made easy on this channel. So all you just need to do is subscribe to the channel and then turn on the post notification so that for every lesson that is uploaded, you get notified. It's really easy, and I highly recommend this. Also, once you are learning from this channel, you should make conscious effort to try to speak, make sentences. It might be simple sentences, but try to speak consistently, because the more you keep speaking, the better the language becomes. But if you're learning and then you don't speak, it doesn't work that way. In as much as you are learning on this side, then you have to make conscious effort to speak. You can find a partner like who you can be speaking, and then try to reduce the way you speak English, because once you're able to program your mind that, okay, I don't want to speak English but just German, and then you find someone who speaks the language too and speak, the more you keep speaking, the better you become. Also, you could use apps like Duolingo, which is in form of gamification. This makes learning fun because you have all manners of levels, and then you're eager to like reach such level, or like the leaderboard, you want to get to the top. Getting to the top means that you are really acing learning the German language. So you want to use such apps like Duolingo to also learn once you're in A1 and A2 category. One last thing you want to do is enroll at a language school. So if you're able to afford a language school, most of the language schools can be really expensive, but it's really important that you find one of the best, like Goethe or any of the best ones around, either in your home country or here in Germany, and attend a language school. It builds you from scratch, and then you're able to, especially when it's like a native German teacher, then it's really good. But if you can't afford a German school as a student, in this case, then you should be able to register at your university language school where it's free of charge. But for experts who are coming to Germany to work, you can register at a language school either in your home country or here in Germany while you're working. Now, one thing I'll advise you not to do is getting involved with too many sources out there, especially at the beginning stage. Once you get involved with too many sources, it becomes overwhelming for you and can become confusing at the same time. So it's better you limit the sources you use at the beginning stage. Now moving to B1. This is the stage where it begins to get tough and then a little bit complicated, like especially when you have to deal with grammar, dear didas, and articles. If you're not careful, this is the part where you want to say, okay, no, I quit learning German. But no, don't quit. Here it's advisable that you stick to similar sources like the one I mentioned earlier. Now I got this channel that's really good. It helps you understand the language so well, even with illustrations from everyday life. It's called Easy German. Also, you can continue using Learn German, because Learn German has like lessons from A1 up to C2, so it's better you still keep to this one. And then also Duolingo for gamification, because it adds fun to you learning the language. Now one thing you want to make sure to do is increase the number of hours you're studying daily in the previous stage. So in the beginner's part, if you're studying for 2 hours a day, you can increase to 4 hours a day in the B1, and this helps you to learn faster. So from B1 you've been able to move to B2, and gradually you're becoming fluent in the language. So it's advisable that at this level you want to do away with language learning apps and focus on attending a language school. So here, if you're at the university, you can register at your university language school for B1 intensive course, or rather you just go at your own pace. Just do what works for you. In this case, your level of German is increasing, so you don't want to limit yourself to just language learning apps. And for experts, it's advisable you register yourself at a language school and imbibe the format of go hard or go home. That way you'll be able to keep up and learn the language faster. One thing I'll always advise people to do is try to interact more often with the language. You can't be studying German or learning German and you're not making that conscious effort in speaking. Instead of always saying the popular phrase, "Sprechen Sie English," no, you should go past that stage. The more you speak and converse in German, the better you become in the language. Give it a try. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because when you make mistakes, you pick up and then you don't make that mistake again. That's how you learn. Now finally, you have C1/C2. Now one thing you should know is that this level is not so important if you don't need it to study or work in a certain profession. But if you need it to study in German, that is at your university, then this is important for you, or you want to work in a chosen profession that requires this level. Now, generally, if you're able to achieve C1/C2, you become so confident in the language and you become so relaxed. You can hold proper conversation, not mixing English and German. At this level, you become more like a native speaker. And for me, what has really helped me in learning the German language is that I consciously make effort as I watch movies and documentaries in German. So what I do is the voiceover is in German and then the subtitles are in English. So I'm able to, hear in German and then see the subtitles to understand what it means. As well as you can also watch cartoons. If you're a fan of cartoons, you can put them in German. That way you learn and improve your vocabularies faster. Now if you are looking for foreign speakers to practice the language with, as you are not yet in Germany, I would suggest apps like Tandem, Lingota, and Babel. As on these apps, it has the option of connecting with people around the world, even people in Germany, and you're able to practice the language and speak more frequently, because once you're able to speak more frequently, it helps you to learn the language faster. Now at the beginning part of this video, I talked about time and effort. If you're able to put in so much time and make conscious efforts in learning the language, you'll be able to start speaking fluently within the next 6 months. Trust me, it works. Learning a language or a new language can be difficult, but if you program your mind to say, yes, I can do it, then you'll be able to do it. One thing you should know is that you are your own motivator. So tell yourself, I can do it, and start speaking now. If you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, do well to hit the subscribe button. If you are yet to follow me on Instagram, I don't know why, you can follow me on Instagram at Sammy6. Also, give this video a thumbs up by liking this video as well as sharing this video. That way it gets to a wider audience. And if you have any question whatsoever regarding this topic or any topic you wish me to talk about, leave it in the comment section. Until the next time, I love you guys. Stay focused, stay motivated. Adios.